recent survey by the East African community indicates that counterfeit trade accounts for about 10% of international trade, and that Uganda's market is one of the largest recipients of the illegal products in the region. Local companies like Nice House of Plastics lose up to $2 million or 4 billion shillings annually. There is a school of thought which blames the rise in counterfeits, especially in developing countries, on lack of laws and enforcement mechanisms, poverty, corruption and inadequate supply of original products.
Casita, we have been blamed that we are the source of most of the counterfeited goods. We could say yes, but we also toss back the blame to government.
On the surface, the loss affects only the company, but the revenue loss has at times led to the closure of local businesses, in turn leading to employees being laid off. But why has the National Bureau of Standards failed to contain counterfeit?
The reason why we've not been effective is that, number one, we don't have effective surveillance. Two, we don't have a sufficient mechanism to prevent substandard goods from coming from abroad. Three, we do not have enough presence on the ground in terms of the regional coverage. We are only present in about 5 towns sustainably.
Unfortunately, some of the counterfeits are locally made. What magnifies the problem is the fact that the Bureau of Standards says Ugandans often confuse dysfunctional items for counterfeits. But what is the difference?
Not all that is counterfeit. Most of it, I think, is just shoddy. It just doesn't do what it's supposed to do. But Uganda National Bureau of Standards has a mandate to judge items by use of standards. Nobody has the mandate now to regulate against commodities on the basis of either intellectual property rights or trademarks.
The hardest hit industries include cosmetic firms, pharmaceuticals and construction industries, as well as the foods and beverage sector. Topping the list of fake products is adulterated cement, which is cement mixed either with sand or ash. Many Ugandans say they use counterfeits because they are affordable. Uganda has no specific law against counterfeiting.
In a country where people are scratching items to look old while they are new, such that they get the authority to be bought. In a country where you buy a watch that can count for only 1 hour. In a country where a shoe cannot complete one function, you cannot think that the legislators of this country are serious in arresting this problem if the counterfeit bill is not immediately treated.
With lack of adequate enforcement of existing laws, weak punitive measures, lack of a specific institution charged with addressing the problem, and the lack of robust registration of trademarks, the counterfeit problem in Uganda has been compounded.
Today you are making a counterfeit product for the market. You warn your immediate household members not to consume. But you are forgetting that if you are a dealer in electronics, somebody is dealing in bread. If you are dealing in tires and you are counterfeiting them, killing the people on the roads, you must be sure that somebody is counterfeiting the medicine and you'll end up getting it and you'll be dead.
The biggest problem with counterfeits is that the products are packaged so well that a consumer is unlikely to differentiate between a counterfeit and genuine product. Cases of counterfeit in Uganda have become the norm rather than the exception, from fake juices to fake electronics to fake soaps and even fake toothbrushes and mattresses. That's why until the laws of Uganda are changed and consumers are protected, counterfeit will remain just that, a real problem. What has exacerbated the problem is globalization and liberalization, yet many governments, Uganda's included, are embracing both.
The entire Ugandan economy is being compromised because some uncaring people, both foreign and Ugandans, are bringing in goods, selling them to the unsuspecting consumers, causing them damage, and repatriating the profits.
The onus is now on consumers to demand the right class of goods from their providers and reject anything that could harm them. Rosemary Nankabira, NTV.